go out to your local club.
Paris Hilton, and it's like everything.
I love her. They're so cute.
Oh, I will send you them. You're gonna be like, oh my fucking god! Like it's like they're everything. And they make songs like about like drama on YouTube. They did like a song called Beauty Guru Fantasy about like Tati and James.
They were the one you were talking about last time.
They're everything, and they fill a very specific niche with like, like Paris Hilton mixed with like J-pop, K-pop, very specific references within J-pop and K-pop. And that's what I feel like you fulfill so specifically. And with it being so popular right now, like you are that girl. So it's cool to see you bring the best elements of everything together and like go on this show. And that's why like I feel like you could even like let's say, oh my God, let's say Drag Race is like, we're ending the show. We hate it now. If they do that, go on Dragula, please. Do something because like we need you on TV. Would you do Dragula?
The minute I'm able to get on Dragula, I'm auditioning, girl. I want to eat a spider. Let me eat a spider.
Girl, they would love to have you on, I'm sure.
Oh my God. That's the drag that I do all the time too, because like I love messy drag and I love performance drag. I would have had a hard time with Erica's like needle challenge, but like the electrocution and the tattoos and the like jumping from an airplane, like I'm fine with getting. I love. How many people are like me? You're a total coward, and you get scared all the time, but you love it. Like you just love it.
You would jump out of a plane.
Oh yes, I would jump out of a plane.
Wasn't that sad?
Without a parachute?
Can I tell you some shade though?
What?
So in the audition process now, they ask you what your fears are, right?
Yeah.
Violencia said, I'm afraid of heights.
Oh.
And I'm just going to say this. I liked her look. It was
so you think that they put her in the bottom to kind of go with her fear because the storyline is
okay. They can do that. Like, that's like work. However, it is disheartening to me because she couldn't do it, unfortunately. And she had some really, those glasses she had were Isley glasses too. I was like, that I know. Girl, that look, the meat industry being the villain, so smart. Good. I loved it. I can't believe they brought like her high fashion villain. They're like, no, this isn't right. I think we're going to have to change this.
I'm not sure if you were meaty enough, but we're going to put you out of a plane.
But for real, she brought like Gaga, Donatella Versace mixed with a super villain of the meat industry, mixed with like that Gaga meat moment. It was so cool to me.
It was a moment of like, it was literally like, well, we're really spooky, but you're a meat right now, so I
sound like a veggie tail. I don't know. You're really spooky.
For today's extermination, I'm gonna make your feet really cold.
That was a stupid one. Bugloaf. And then James Majesty was like, oh my God, this is so much. I'm James Majesty, and this is so much.
I'm actually pretty good friends with James too, from because James was a good friend of Erica too, and we had talked all the time before Drag Race and everything. And I have to tell you, the tea is that she's stinky.
Stinky bitch. Wait, can I ask, is there anyone from Dragula that you're feuding with?
Yes.
Who?
Kimchi. Erica.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, you're feuding with Erica?
No, I'm not. I actually don't have any beef with anyone from
Damn it. You're so congenial.
The Dragula girls love me.
Oh,
they do.
Girl, I'm sure you're
bringing it. When Laura came to San Francisco, she wanted to fuck me so badly.
Wait, did y'all fucks?
No, we didn't.
Damn it.
What?
I would have stand. I was
like, people already compare me to Erica. I can't do that too. And I'm also really good friends with Bitch Pudding. I love
her.
Yeah. She's the best. She's one of the people that knows her brand and knows her longevity. She's so
Her
smart.
references.
Yeah.
Did you see her BoJack Horse? Do you watch BoJack Horseman?
Oh, I love BoJack.
Did you see her BoJack Horseman number?
I did. It was really good.
What is it? It's the I'm a baby killer makes me horny. That was, girl, get that fetus.
It's funny because if you don't get her references, you're like,
you're just, I didn't. So I was at the Halloween Boulets show in LA, and I thought, I was just like, oh, because I hadn't seen BoJack yet. I was just like, and I was like, Pratt, boom, boom, Pratt, boom, boom. Like, what? Sextina Aquafina, oh my God, we need more people to make her a gay icon.
Sextina Aquafina, if someone did a drag look of that would be everything.
Nina Bonina Brown, we need to call her.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm totally down for that. BoJack really resonates with me because
me too.
I dated, my last partner I dated was a guy who reminded me of BoJack. Who was like very self-destructive and just did not really appreciate himself, hated himself so much that everyone around him was affected by it. And here's the thing is that, like, it didn't make it on the show, but a lot of my trauma from my last relationship manifested itself too.
Damn, you had a lot that you talked about in 2 episodes.
Well, I have had a hard life. But yeah. And here's the thing is that, like, before the show, I'm like, this doesn't affect me. Yeah. And then I got on the show and I realized how I internalize things and how I react to things and how I come off to others comes off as careful and afraid and scared sometimes because of these real things that have happened to me. Which sucks because when you're there, you're like, damn, I guess it's too late for therapy. I'm going to have to try as hard as I can. Like, if I could go back in time, I wouldn't change this outfit. I wouldn't get this hair. I'd probably just see a psychiatrist.
Well, I'm thinking through, I mean, the only thing you could have done was padding. That's literally the only, like, looking back, I mean, you could have there wasn't anything. I mean, I think what I said in my review of your looks, I said, like, oh, well, maybe if, like, the tetherball look was more green. But to be honest, the tetherball hair was enough of a gag, I thought. You thought too, right?
I thought so. I was very confident that I was in the top that week. And then they called my name and they're like, actually, your body looks weird. And
girl, that hair should have, anyone. That was, okay, by the way, if you go on a tour, you're going to do that, right? Like,
oh, totally.
Okay, just making sure.
I was going to be at Roscoe's that night. I got eliminated, and I was going to have that hair. It was going to be everything.
We've been robbed.
I was going to let people who tipped me hit the tetherball with their hands, like play it themselves, and I was going to sit there.
Oh my gosh, hi Trinity, how are you?
Oh, is Trinity here too?
Trinity K. Bonet, bitch.
I love Trinity K. Bonet.
I did too.
Okay, this might be one of my only times to ever talk to Trinity ever. Trinity, I love you. You're amazing at lip syncing. You're beautiful and you're gorgeous. I loved you on your season. I'm a big fan.
She's so beautiful. Oh my God. Remember her modeling? She goes, I'm a model. And then
did you see that Beyonce thing that she did like last year on the stands?
Bitch. Holy shit.
I was like, you know what? Whoever is attending that high school right now doesn't need to show up for class anymore because this is Trinity School now.
Literally. Also, oh my God, Align is here. Align is an amazing makeup artist. Oh, thank you.
Align.
Oh, girl, I'll send you Align. They're insane. They do so many cool cartoon references too. You're going to live.
Yes.
Yeah, very much.
I love cartoon references too, which was another reason why I liked Dragula. This last season, I was living for Yovska. Yovska's references are so good.
Oh, yeah. Yovska is the one. Yovska was the Abora of season 3. I say it with my chest. Bitch, at me, bitch. Oh my, Abora. By the way, Abora, if she goes back. So here's the thing. I watched the Boulets live stream. Did you see that live stream the other day on Instagram? It's okay if you didn't.
No.
So it was like a quick little live stream where they were answering questions. And they were asked, like, oh, is this one going to be, like, is the next season going to be more like season 2 or season 3?
All
and they said, yeah. And they said, like, it's going to be, like, a morph between all the seasons. I was like, oh, I know what that means. And they said, like, they want to take the social storyline, because, to be honest, they were very transparent. I like how transparent they are. They were like, the season 3 storylines were not interesting. And I was like, I wasn't interested in the fighting. I wasn't, like, it was, like, kind of, so they're going to take the social storylines from season 2 and with the production of season 3. And that's why what's so cool to me is that the fact that, like, if they do All-Stars, I mean, Abora and Disasterina, top 2.
Disasterina. You guys, if you don't follow Disasterina, follow Disasterina right now. I love Disasterina.
I am such a fan. So in the background of all my videos, I have a painting of hers. So good. She was one of the first drag queens to let me interview her. And I was 16. And she was just genuinely the nicest. I remember telling her, like, oh, well, this queen doesn't like that I do spoilers. But she was like, fuck them. You can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want to do, honey. Fuck them right in the asshole. And right in their yumpa. Oh.
Her YouTube channel, to me, not every queen is able to be a content queen. She produces so much content.
Like, well, have you seen her house?
Oh my God! They offered to let me stay with them for DragCon next year.
Do it, because it is literally like, it's like House of 1,000 Corpses, but with drag.
I've heard. Wait, have you been?
Florida told me about it, and she was just like, I want to die and be reborn as Disasterina.
Oh my God, if you're ever in LA, can you please do her show, My Drag is Valid? I would love to see her.
I would love to. And I did a Disasterina song once. I did Eat Hair, and I ate part of, I cut my hair on stage, and I ate part of it, and then I pulled out a poopy braid. And then I swung it around.
Bitch, why? I cannot believe Drag Race cast.
Girl, me too. That's why when they called me, I was like, are you serious? I was literally about to get in drag, and I was douching my butt. So I literally shit myself.
Well, me and my good sis were talking. I forget who it was. We were talking about how, no San Francisco queens are usually cast, and that there must be something wrong, something odd. And we both decided that you must have had such a good audition tape.
It was really good.
I was going to say, you must have had such a good one that they were like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter that she's from San Francisco. We're going to put her in anyway. Like,
well, I made it all myself too. Like, the only thing yeah.
Wow.
Tino's Premiere girl.
Premiere? You're a Premiere girl?
Because I'm friends with Cash, and Cash's editing program is Premiere. So she taught me that.
I was going to say, you suddenly hear me hang up. I'm like, I'm a Final Cut bitch.
Cash made my first audition tape, and I really liked it. It was good, but I focused so much on my tragic backstory that, like, literally I was like,
sorry. I was like,
they're not gonna cast someone just because, like, she grew up with nothing. Like, there's 100,000 poor drag queens. Like, they want someone who is going to be like who knows their brand and is interesting TV. And I knew that I was going to get on Drag Race somehow. And basically I chugged 4 Red Bulls and I got in front of the camera.
Literally me, yeah.
And the whole year before Drag Race, I videotaped everything, took pictures of my looks, and made sure that as a fan, I was presenting what I wanted to see on the show, what I wanted to embody. So I showed, like, I draft my looks. I do silhouettes that are different, fun, innovative. Out of drag, I'm really, really funny. And I got on because they really were just able to see my personality. Also, too, I did my boy interview, and I did it for 2 hours. So I had someone ask me a question, and I talked for like 15 minutes, even for the short blurbs. And I talked for 15 minutes. And I was like manic by the end of it, but it was pretty funny. But my microphone ran out of battery, so I had to record it again. So I did the interviews for 4 hours, and I had like 3 Red Bulls. But by that time, I was able to make it quick and concise, funny, snappy, witty, and I knew what I wanted to say. So if I have any advice for anyone that wants to audition now, if you're a queen that wants like if you want a stronger audition tape, do your girl audition, do all the questions, then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it one more time with someone there who is laughing at everything that you say. Because part of it too is when you audition, and you know this doing videos like to a camera, you don't have anyone there reacting to you. It's hard to just imagine someone being like, "That's the tea," or like, "Yes,
Okay, I will
yes,
say
mama."
the only reason I cannot relate to that totally because I've been doing it since I was 13. I've been doing YouTube. So like
13.
consistently, yeah. I was like a little like fucking whore, like a little attention whore, like at 13. Like, come on, y'all subscribe, like doing the saltine cracker challenge, this like cinnamon challenge.
You started doing challenges?
I was like,
you were
so
like, this
well
is a cinnamon challenge.
I was like Glozell girl. I literally was.
Did you do it in the tub?
No.
That's my favorite Glozell thing ever was when she was eating the cereal in the tub. But she didn't like because I watched the beatdown with Willem at that time, and she did Glozell on there, and she was like, "You couldn't wash the grout in your tub before you did this video."
Can you believe I've never been on the beatdown? That's a gag.
I think that you should be. I think Willem is just waiting for his time before he utterly destroys you.
I think Willem is. I think we're both scared to destroy each other. Like, because if he destroys me, I'll go right back.
I can't wait. I want to see you guys kill each other. I want blood.
There has been private stuff like I won't get into it because I'm intoxicated, but for sure, yeah, I love Willem so much though, for real. I think Willem is so talented. I think Willem is so funny, and Willem is someone who's definitely taking content. Like I know that's why. By the way, that's why I truly do respect what you do because you are so content oriented.
Oh yeah,
but girl, I don't think you realize. I think we talked about this. Like this is not normal to be content oriented like this.
Well, because like
pure love.
I don't necessarily think that my strongest suit is in a club because like there's so many girls, there's so many drag queens that I respect, and like they're amazing like queens that can kick and buck, they can perform the house down, and like they look sickening, like, and they have like big corseted bodies, but they still are able to do backflips and stuff. And I think that my strong suit is like not just digital, but like being able to create content has always been something that I have been able to do, but have never had the platform.
Well, if you ever want me to produce too, like I love if you ever want me to produce too. Sorry, I cut you off. There's like a delay.
Yeah.
But if you ever want me to
love the intros for all of your videos. I have to do that somewhere.
Oh my god, can I tell you something really since we have a platform right now?
Sure.
I have a regret, and I don't usually have regrets with the videos I do.
What did you do?
I feel horrible for putting Nikki Doll in that car, in the Mean Girls car. It totally. I know you shouldn't like respond to this because like I don't want you to get in trouble, but like I think Jackie should have been in there because she was someone who was coming at them too. And I feel like that would have been more solid. Like I feel bad that Nikki was the one. And I genuinely, like, I look back and I'm like, I could have re-edited that because I knew uploading it even. I was like, I'm definitely messed up on that. Like,
here's one thing is that Nikki has been getting a lot of love from the show. She hasn't been getting hate from that. From just being in that car too, gives her an opportunity for more screen time. So here's the thing is I love being in these types of videos or in other videos in general, tea videos, whatever, because it gives you more screen time and more opportunity for people to even just be interested in you. As someone who ingests like tea content, it's important to be in the know and to be in that thumbnail, in that first 2 seconds of the video, because it gives you like not relevance, like it keeps you current. So the fact that she's in that video is fine. She'll be in that car forever.
Well, like I told you, like all my friends are drama channels, and wait, am I so drunk? I don't think I'm so drunk. I feel normal. But all my friends are drama channels, like Rich Lux, Nick Snyder, everybody. And it's like
Rich Lux, yeah. I met Rich Lux.
Well, you met Rich Lux
at DragCon.
I filmed with. Wait, did you go to the meet and greet?
No, I literally just met Drag Quan. I went to Drag Quan, and she was like, "Girl, do you want to talk to the camera?" So I just like improv for 2 seconds, and then she didn't use any of my audio, and I was in the video for 2 minutes, or not 2 minutes, for like 2 seconds literally. But I started watching her after that because I was just glad to get any sort of attention, and it's such good, like literally, like she's good at like doing that, like. The day you won't believe the drama. Like it's like
God,
it's a good soundbite
so
that you can just say all the time.
Well, Rich, like they always say, like I talked to them, like they said, like whenever Tana Mojo starts to lose relevancy, she's like, here's a scandal. And then she's in every drama video, and that's the tea. Like, I remember you and Nikki, people were telling me, go into this live, you said something. Y'all were talking about something important, and I'm so sorry I didn't screen record it, or else you would have made the thumbnail. You said something so important, and I saw the DM, and I was like, shit. Like, I remember just thinking, I wish I would have recorded that, but I'm sorry, you're not going to be in the next one. But the next one, oh my God, wait, what's it? It's about Bob, Dahlia, and Aiden fighting, and then it also has what? Let me check my notes. It's like filmed and stuff. I just have to edit it tomorrow. There's another thing that's like there's so much drama. Like, have you noticed like a spike
In drama? Because we're all inside, girl. We can't go to the bank. We can't go outside and get our, like, we're literally by our phones all the time now. So people are just waiting to pop. People are waiting to find that one thing that makes them mad enough to get out of quarantine and beat someone's ass.
Not describing Trinity to talk. Oh my God, I love her. Did you see Bob's tweet about me? He was like, all the Rue girls tweet at once to make Jakeyonce's head explode. And you know what's so funny? Everyone in the world was tagging Trinity. They were like, because Trinity genuinely, she's awesome. She'll be like, oh yeah, do you want my commentary? She's like, let's go on live. I'm like, okay.
Because she knows the longevity of this culture. Because also too, she ingests this content too. So people who typically ingest this kind of stuff, they understand what makes it work, and they love to be a part of it. Also too, like, I hope that you guys, like all of you guys watching right now, know that like Jake is making these videos for content, not so that you guys attack anyone.
No. Okay, so can I speak on that really quickly?
Sure.
People say like, people are like, oh, you know, like it's just like a legality that he puts that. Like then don't send hate to any queens. I will genuinely say, when people, I don't want, it looks bad on all of us. Like it really does whenever there is hate sense. And I will say I am proud of my group that I've created because I feel like they are very contextual individuals and they're people who think it through, a majority. And they're able to actually, like, it's not a mob. Does that make sense? Like, I've kind of been able to cultivate everybody to where we're able to speak about it, you know, like bring up very important conversations. Whereas I feel like a lot of times different groups have been able to, well, fuck Jada, fuck da-da-da. Like, it's just like, especially like with Jada, that one bothered me, Rock. Like, it really, that, you know, out of all the hate that's been being sent, Jada Essence Hall, she's someone we should be protecting and lifting up.
Here's the thing is that you guys saw that first episode where Jada held my hand and she said that you need to believe in yourself. That was a genuine, real conversation. And she is such a wonderful, beautiful, supportive person. And like, you guys don't get to see it, but on the car ride home, like the first rehearsal, we held hands the whole time, like, and just like not talking. We just held each other. She held my hand because she is that bitch who will love and support all of her sisters all the time.
I know.
That's a tea.
People don't know her, like, totally know her. I feel like she hasn't gotten quite her moment. And obviously, I mean, let's be real. I don't know if you want to speak on this, but there is clearly a race problem within the fandom. And
I mean, I love the RuPaul's Drag Race fandom too, and part of the problem is that it's a double-edged sword because the show thrives on things like drama, which give it longevity, just like the tea spilling videos we were talking about.
Yeah.
But it also breeds like a type of fan who will attack people that they don't necessarily recognize or identify with. And part of that too is a lot of people are like, they identify with white queens because they can't see past their skin color. I'm sorry, you guys, but y'all need to check yourself right now. Rock'em Sakura is telling you right now. If you're like, I don't do that, I bully people because of other reasons. No, you're a racist.
Thank you, Rock, for saying it on the record. Thank you.
Don't be a racist, you guys. Just at least give people the opportunity to like give yourself the opportunity to relate to people who are different skin color than you. Give yourself that opportunity everywhere, because here's the thing is like, I love makeup and I love painting myself in all different ways. I follow special effects makeup. I follow Asian queens, but I also follow makeup from people of color. I also like Black queens. It's important because here's the thing is I like makeup. I'm not a fan of like just makeup from Asian queens. I'm a fan of makeup in general. So I support makeup from all different types. And also too, you never know if someone's makeup routine is different than yours. Just always be open-minded to different points of view. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, totally. And that's what is so important. I'm so glad you're saying that. I feel like sometimes I go out on a ledge saying that, and like I go out on kind of a limb, and I'm always a little bit scared to bring it up because I feel like it's such a big elephant in the room that people don't always talk about it. You know, like I feel like
I know I will make a tweet and then like the meme will get like 800 likes, and then I'll make a tweet about like a serious issue about race and the way that we conduct ourselves, and everyone is so afraid to talk because we're in a culture where people don't necessarily clap back or like they call out culture not for the point of being part of the solution, but to get social clout from being the first person to say that's bad. Like I understand that like you guys, here's the thing. I'm not saying that the canceled culture itself as a whole has been bad. But if you guys are actively able to look at yourselves and understand, if you personally are doing it for clout and you think if you think in your head that maybe I'm doing this for the wrong reasons, then do something more productive with the way that you want your voice to be heard. Because of course we all want to hear your voice and we want you to express yourself, but the super cancel or like just going heavy into someone right away, in a sense, keeps people like from learning and like expressing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want anyone to be afraid to speak their minds, but we all don't want to be called out or canceled. Like, just go ahead.
What'd you say? Sorry. No, what'd you say? Sorry.
I mean, like, be like, just speak your mind, type it out, and then just read it.
Yes.
That's my thing. Like, everything can be solved if you type it out, walk away for a second, like maybe 15 minutes, go have a cigarette. I don't smoke, but I eat a hoagie. That's what I would do. And then look at your comments and then be like, okay, let's see if this is really important for me to comment like this, or if I can put it in a different way.
I totally get that. And that's my thing too, is like, I feel like a lot of times in this fandom, people kind of go off on a limb. And I think that it's important that like at least with hate being sent, at least on my channel, I don't see a lot of hateful comments. I think there is a difference between cancel culture and accountability culture. 100%.
I agree, yeah.
And like, I'm going to use an example. You don't have to comment on this because I don't want to put you on the spot or anything at all.
Sure, I'm going to get off frame.
Yeah, don't worry. Eureka O'Hara's latest drama. I personally think accountability is important. Because I think it's important that we hold people accountable. It's not necessarily painting a narrative or whatever. It's important to show the majority of people what this is and how we should be treating this, because it's not okay to make comments like that. By the way, I'm done. Just, rock. But that's my tea. Like, I think accountability is so important.
People should be mindful of what they say for sure. And like, I do appreciate that people need to be accountable for what they say and do. Like, I definitely
especially
think
in the drag community, because this is new.
Well,
like,
we have
not
such a
always
big
been
platform.
here.
There's such a big platform now. It's not something that we necessarily ask for being drag queens, but it's something that we have. Like, here's the thing. If I was born with a gun attached to my hand, I can't take it off, okay? But I'm not going to shoot anyone, okay, with the thing I was given. That's kind of just my thing. I'm going to have to live with the fact that I just can't shoot anyone with my gun arm, okay?
Can I ask, though, accountability-wise, like, do you think accountability culture is important with things that people say in the drag community and companies?
I think that accountability is always something that we should have.
Which we did. I will say something about myself. Like, I don't mean to be like, oh, I created this or whatever, because there were always people calling stuff out. But I do have a bigger platform now, which is awesome. So grateful, for real. And the fact that, like, business-wise, too, I feel like I'm able to protect some queens who may have been otherwise kind of,
So I read a comment and someone said my granny just farted.
I know, I just saw that. But I feel like with different companies that people have signed with different stuff, I mean, especially with a certain company that in Chicago, I've been able to call that out. And I think that's so important that we're able to call those out and hold, especially the UK promoters. Oh my God. I don't comment on it because I don't want to like.
I have to say one thing, you guys. Sometimes people reach out to Jake because they don't feel like they can or have a voice in the things that happen. And I think that accountability culture is important. We need to have each other's backs.
Yeah.
Because not everyone has that opportunity to have a voice too. People are locked into contracts left and right. And
girl, we know the music video deals. We know the music video deals where it's like, hey, pay $10,000, you'll pay it back over gigs, and then you're in debt forever. Like,
I've never heard about that one, but
oh, girl, I'll text you the company. It's the biggest company besides Voss.
The thing is that for me is I'm so cheap that I would never spend $10,000 on a video. Maybe
but they put up the money, and then it's like, oh, pay it back through gigs. Do you know what I mean?
Isn't that like loan sharking?
Okay, so Kana Montrese made scores, right? Yeah. I mean, she's only headlined one video or one show. It's I see. So a lot of times they're like, hey, Blair St. Clair, you want this like $30,000 music video where we hire all these dancers and stuff? And of course they do. Of course Blair wants to build her pop.
I don't.
But like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of, I think accountability within the drag community and companies. Oh, I love you so. Greetings from Mexico. That's so cute. Oh, this person loves you from Mexico.
Hi. They love anime in Mexico. They love anime and manga in Mexico, for sure.
You are by the way, I know I'm like, whatever, but like, you are literally such, you're such a drag race like staple now. Thank you for like being a drag race staple.
It's very surreal to me because going into it, one of my biggest fears was that people were going to forget me so fast. And it's such an unprecedented fear now looking back at it in retrospect. But, and I'm amazed that I'm able to become a drag race staple, one with makeup that's so similar to like Kimchi and Trixie, because it's easy to get labeled as like an impersonator and stuff. But also too, just a platform of like no drama, sort of like to promote love instead of hate is such a hard platform to get into, because sometimes people do it because they know it'll get them far.
Especially
You know,
you're
like,
live with me at Drama Channel, which is cool that you've been able to kind of like be no drama.
well, I think that in general, like, it's important because if I make friends with a person who does a drama channel and I promote a narrative of love and kindness towards other queens, what does that do for the community as a whole? You know, like,
It
it
shows
promotes
that not all accountability culture is important, but at the same time, there's a balance.
exactly.
Yeah,
Um,
and especially
but
with
the
you
fact that
too. You're so like loving, and you spread that message of love. Especially
it's
when you're
projecting. I mean, part of it, honestly, I have to be honest, part of it is projecting because for a long time, I've been so nice to other people because I would give them advice and the love and kindness that I wasn't able to like tell myself.
yeah,
So, but when you eventually learn how to do it for yourself, that mentality always sticks.
yeah,
And personally, I like when people are happy.
yeah, totally.
That's
And
just me.
I also think like with this platform that you've been given, I will say this. So Drag Race casts awesomely. I think Drag Race does an awesome casting process, to be honest. I think they have such cool people. I wish they would cast trans queens